Anansi the spider was known throughout the land for his cunning and trickery. One day, Anansi heard about a magical pot of wisdom that was owned by a powerful spirit named Nyame. The pot was said to contain all the knowledge and wisdom in the world, and Anansi knew that he had to have it. Anansi came up with a plan to trick Nyame into giving him the pot. He spun a web from his home to the sky, and then climbed up the web to the Sky Kingdom where Nyame lived. When he arrived, he greeted Nyame and told him that he had come to ask for the pot of wisdom. Nyame agreed to give Anansi the pot, but only if he completed 3 impossible tasks. The first task was to bring him a live python, the second was to capture a swarm of angry bees, and the third was to retrieve a fairy from the top of a high mountain. Anansi knew that he couldn't complete these tasks alone, so he came up with a plan. He convinced some other animals to help him by promising to share the wisdom in the pot with them. With the help of his friends, Anansi was able to complete all 3 tasks and bring the pot of wisdom back to Earth. When Anansi returned to Earth, he gathered all the animals around him and opened the pot. But instead of sharing the wisdom as he had promised, Anansi greedily kept it all to himself. The other animals were angry at Anansi's selfishness, so they decided to come up with a plan to get the wisdom back. They convinced Anansi that they wanted to hear all the wisdom at once, so he climbed up into a tree with the pot and began to recite all the knowledge and wisdom he had learned. As he did so, he became so engrossed in the recitation that he didn't notice the other animals sneaking up the tree to grab the pot. In the end, the animals were able to steal the pot from Anansi and scatter the wisdom throughout the world. And so, the story of Anansi and the pot of wisdom teaches us about the dangers of greed and selfishness, and the importance of sharing knowledge and wisdom with others.